Through the evening hours, temperatures will remain in the upper 60s. Coming up, we'll have rainfall amounts, and we'll talk about the potential for showers in the second half of the weekend in our AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Michelle?
All right, Amy's.
One person had to be taken to the hospital with some unknown injuries.
Well, we all know spring started off very active with tornadoes. The statistics are in for the month of May, and although we did have tornadoes and severe weather during the month of May, there were no deaths reported, especially from tornadoes in the U.S. So that goes down in the history books for the first time we've had that since 2005. So,
wow. Yeah, first time
for what it's worth. Better warnings and so forth.
You said Thursday would be gorgeous? Was Thursday gorgeous or what?
It was gorgeous.
She said that's Sunday.
Best day of the week, right there.
Of my life. Like, ridiculous.
You just blew it up.
What, are you crazy?
More than just a fist bump.
You know, beautiful.
Very nice.
Anyway, well done.
Yes, thank you. Now, if it goes awry this week,
right, then that's okay. That's something different. Right.
Good morning, everybody. As we get started on this Saturday morning, we do have sunshine in the forecast later on. So a big round of rain came through, more than an inch of rain in many places. Now, the drape is down over Manhattan, but it will be lifted, and a breeze is coming in that will also dry the streets pretty rapidly. So this day improves as time goes on. Temperatures are in the mid-60s right now, Central Park, and we typically have 75 for this time of year as our high, and the records are in the 90s. We're going to be a lot closer to the normals for this time of year, maybe edging it out by a degree or two. Humidity is at 100%, a southeast wind at 8 miles an hour, and the pressure is holding steady. Here's what to expect. The showers are ending last for Long Island and Connecticut this morning, so you may still have a little brief shower off to the east. A breeze will dry us out. Very nice afternoon in front of us. Temperatures getting into the upper 70s. And then there's another round of possible quick showers and storms for the second half of the weekend. But the rest of today, we are dry for the most part. Farmingdale, 66, upper 60s for Islip and Shirley. Really, Islip was one of the places that got the most rainfall last night, more than 1.5 inches of rain. So it came down very quick and stacked up. And so we did have some flooding problems for parts of the area. Here's a look at the radar and satellite picture, the back end of the system making its way across New York, and we just have a little bit of light rain from Hamden out to South Kingston. You can see just the coastal areas there hanging on now on the Fork of Long Island. Still some rain there, but this system is headed to New England. Now, the next round of rain is already developing over the upper Midwest, and this right here is what comes in for the second half of the weekend, a quick moving shower on Sunday afternoon. So here's the overnight rainfall. Look at this. Farmingdale, over 1.5 inches. White Plains, over 1.25 inches. Same for Islip. Bridgeport, almost 1 inch. Belmar, under 1 inch. And Central Park, over 1/2 inch. So there's a lot of rain in a short amount of time last night. The ground got a really good drink. And then we have dry skies through this afternoon. Dry again by tomorrow morning. Looks good by 9 a.m. Clouds will increase about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think this computer model may be a little bit quick. Hopefully the showers can hold off till after 5 o'clock. They'll be quick moving, and then Monday starts soggy with rain showers in the forecast. In fact, all of next week is looking rather cool and wet at times. So a real pattern shift for this first full week of June. Good beach day today. However, the water could be a concern. There's a moderate rip current risk. And of course, with all the rain we had last night, you want to check the water quality before getting in. First pitch forecast for the Mets. They'll probably still be celebrating a 410. 72 degrees. Winds will be out of the southeast and go to the west. That's a wind that blows out there.
Is it true? Is that cloud cover getting lower, or is that just the way it looks?
It looks that way. It kind of like a shade has been pulled down that way. Over Manhattan, you can see just the bottoms of the
Such a straight line. That's exactly what it looks like.
The storm system is actually leaving the area. So all the rain that happened overnight, that was really the bulk of the storm. Some places got more than 1 inch, up to 1.5 inches in parts of Long Island.
What a mess.
So it came down really heavy last night. You might have heard it during the night, some rumbles of thunder embedded in those showers as well. But the majority of the rainfall has already moved on. The place where it's lingering is out on eastern Long Island. So if you're headed out the door this morning, you're fine. It really is going to turn out to be a great afternoon. People are headed to Central Park. And we want to give a shout out to our very own Bill Ritter. He's participating in the YAI Central Park Challenge, sending a big message. A lot of people out there to support disability and people with disability issues, the challenges they have to overcome. Also, Sherry Shepherd of ABC's The Review is out there. She was so fun on Dancing with the Stars. Anyway, everybody's out there for a 5K run and walk. Certainly is going to be a wonderful time. It's near the bandshell at 72nd, so if you head in there, you can check it out. A lot of people participating, and of course, the weather cooperating, so that's the good news. Temperatures easy to take. We're at 66 degrees right now, and a light southeast wind. We're hoping this breeze picks up, and we're expecting it to, because as the winds pick up, we'll see the surface is drying out rapidly. With all the rainfall that we got last night, still very wet. wet on the grassy surfaces. Here's a look at the numbers. Temperatures checking in the middle to upper 60s from Farmingdale all the way up to West Hampton and Montauk, currently at 60 degrees. Bridgeport, 63. Parts of coastal Connecticut are also holding on to the rain. That's because the storm system is exiting off to the east, so the back end of the storm system is still there. So you can see from Allentown to New York all the way down to Atlantic City, the rain has ended. But right here on the tip of Long Island, all through coastal Connecticut, stretching out as the storm system heads towards New England, there's still a little bit of rainfall. And I think that could be the case of the system sort of loitering and hanging on until about 9 or 10 o'clock in some of those areas, and then we'll start to see some improvements. A lot of drying behind the system itself, so we should get some sunshine in here, and that will allow our temperatures to get into the mid-70s. Here we are on AccuWeather, 9 a.m., a little bit of rain left on the tip of Long Island, and then it's out of here. Leaves the area completely. We get a nice afternoon and a pretty decent start to tomorrow. I want to mention by 4 o'clock, it looks like a band of clouds comes through, and then we get a beautiful sunset around here into the evening hours. Sunday starts with some sunshine. The clouds increase during the day, and we will see one more round of rain before the weekend is out. Expect this soggy start to turn into 78 degrees this afternoon. A low pressure system pulls off from into New England, and then we get one more piece of energy coming in late tomorrow afternoon. That gives us a quick shower after temperatures peak in the upper 70s, so pretty good. Weather wellness forecast. Air quality is good today with the rinsing of the atmosphere that we got. The UV index rating is at a 10, which is very high. The pollen is still at a moderate level, although the rinsing of the atmosphere gives us some temporary relief. The first pitch forecast for the Mets, what a night it was last night, is at 4:10. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s during the game. The winds will be breezy, maybe some gusts coming in. Southeast to west winds will blow the ball out, so should be a good game. Today, breezy breaks the sunshine in a high of 78. We'll go down to 60 with comfortable conditions overnight. Should be a beautiful Saturday night. Then tomorrow,
this afternoon, we're already seeing some drying on the radar. So 66 right now in Central Park. Humidity at 100%. Southeast winds are light at 8 miles an hour. Let's check the numbers north through the Hudson Valley and extending up through the northern counties. We've got Hopewell Junction at 58 degrees, 59 for Port Jervis. Pomona has 61, the same for Armonk. And out on coastal Connecticut, low to mid 60s right now. At eastern Long Island, seeing temperatures also 63 to 66 degrees after getting a lot of rain last night. Islip had over 1.25 inches of rainfall, but White Plains and Farmingdale getting even more than that. Bridgeport almost 1 inch, Belmar over 1/2 inch, and Central Park over 1/2 inch. So a lot of water overnight with these showers and thunderstorms as they move through the area. And here's what's left. Last little piece, trying to pull off into New England, but this storm system is going to take its time, so we won't completely see that area dry out until probably mid-morning. But right here on the satellite picture, notice the clouds starting to separate right through north central New Jersey. So sun is on the way and brighter skies are coming. We're just going to have to wait for it a little bit. In fact, I think by probably about noon, we see the breaks of sunshine. Futurecast confirms that the storm system itself is pushing off to the north and east. However, this is part of a very large, complex system that could bring another round of rain before the weekend's completely over. Doesn't happen today, but by Sunday morning, we have sunshine in place, and then the clouds race in for the afternoon, and we get another round of quick-moving showers, maybe even a thunderstorm after 3 o'clock tomorrow. Now, this will mean a wet into the weekend, but also a little batch of showers coming in on Monday morning means a wet start to the work week. And it's a real pattern where we're going to see cool temperatures and even the chance for showers pretty much for the early to middle part of next week. So for today, here's the beach forecast. East winds could be real breezy at times. Waves are 2 to 4 feet. Water temperatures are in the low to mid 60s. There is a moderate rip current risk. Also, with all the rainfall that we had last night, check your beaches. You want to make sure the water quality is good before you get in. Always a good beach day, but getting in the water after a storm, you want to make sure that everything is good to go with the water. First pitch for the Mets, 4:10 today, 72 degrees. Winds will be changing during the game. First out of the southeast and become westerly as the game goes on. It should be an awesome day to be out at Citi Field, especially after last night. No.